What is good, everyone? Welcome to today's trade recap of the day. Today is Wednesday, February 25th, 2026. I'm going to be going over today's price action. The one trade I'm taking today, I lost $13,000 on the day. Back-to-back L's. All right, what are we going to do about this? What is the cause of this? We're going to break down this video. Is it the peps I'm taking? Taking GHK right now and BBC 157 for my wrist because I broke it pretty much. Anyways, I'm trying to fix that. And maybe it's causing my trading to be bad. Maybe it's the live trading on Kick. Ever since I started trading on Kick, it's just been break evens and, taking L's. What is it? What is the problem? What is the, what is the root cause of this bad trading? We will find out in this episode of the trade recap. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first, P&L ski. Guys, I didn't know you can do this with Trade Tinker, but it looks so cool. Found out about this like 2 weeks ago or something. Woo! But yeah, cool. 13KL. Let's get into it now, okay? Coming into the day, very obvious bullish bias. No reason to be bearish and take shorts whatsoever. There was no reason to take shorts, okay? Right, we were in a clear uptrend. Clearly, we are pumping, right? We are clearly displacing through highs. We are disrespecting bearish gaps, right? We are running through this gap, as you can see here. Bearish gap, running through it, getting it inverted. Bearish gap right here. What are we doing with this gap? We're running through it, right? We then also have a bearish gap here, and we have a high resting in this gap. What are we doing with this high? We are displacing through it. We are not hitting this high and then souping it and then trading lower. No, we are running through it. So what does that mean? We are most likely going to have a continuation day. I was looking to see these main draws here up here get hit. And that's what I was looking for, okay? So we can just play out open here. Bada bing, bada boom. If my trading view can load, beautiful. Open just ended up ripping up, right? We ended up displacing through this recent high here. Again, like very obvious displacement. We are not souping this. We are not, hitting this and then going lower. We are obviously displacing through this, okay? And at this point in time, right, the problem with this trade, and I'll get into this in a second, but really I was just waiting for price to retrace, right? I was looking for price to retrace into a 15-minute gap. I first wanted to see this gap down here get hit. But then we did open up another one up here. Okay, so at this point in time, I was looking to see this 15-minute gap here get hit. We then did hit it. There was then some little 30-second here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there was a 30-second, I think, here, which I did see, or was it here? It was here. I did see a couple of people take. This 30-second wasn't the best. Reasoning for this was just simply because I didn't see enough confirmation. This ended up being like a resweep. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be like, why is this 30-second bad? But then the 5-minute up here is technically good, and you took it, right? For me, I just need to see like proper displacement and confirmation. And the majority of the time with 30-second entries, it really has to be at points in which I really think price is going to be like the lowest at, or like, the low of day if it's a bullish scenario. And really be those like bottom tick kind of entries. For example, let's say we went all the way down here and we had that 30-second. I would have 100% taken this, right? But since we are still kind of up here and I still didn't see like my ideal A+ scenario, I wasn't really looking to take this 30-second long. Now, at the same time, I'm not going to fade displacements, right? So if the market is obviously pumping through all of these gaps and, running through all this, and we get a, inversion in the upside on the 5-minute, this to me is telling me that we don't have to go back down here and that this is enough displacement, right? So as much as I want to be predicting the market and, have those predictions, I also need to be reactionary in a way where I am, reacting on what the market is doing, right? Okay, that was a pretty stupid explanation, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, anyways, moving on. We ended up getting that displacement. What I also really liked about this was ES. We ended up having a 15-minute intermediate low sweep. So we ended up trading this 15-minute gap. We swept it out, boom, and we started getting that displacement back up. I was just looking to simply follow this trend, right? Look to follow this trend. ES was also in a much more discounted area, which is why I was willing to take this on NQ, even though it was like a little bit more premium. But yeah, this is the trade I ended up taking. Stop loss here, and then I had a TP around like a 1-to-1. So this did end up getting stopped out. Now, couple things I want to note for this trade on why it got stopped out. There's a bunch of reasons. Number one is obviously the discounted 15-minute gap down here. Just something to note. This is definitely like an area where I should have waited for. But I think the main reason this trade failed, and this is like a common theme I'll see, is when we are still like very far away from our draws and there's no like real immediate draws. For example, we're not like really close to this high. We're still like a couple hundred points away. And these highs, right? There's no real like immediate higher time frame draws, and at the same time, there's none of that on the lower time frame. I guess we're targeting a high here that's just, there's not really like relative equal highs or like this, like low resistance liquidity. And what happens is the market will typically like generate highs like this. And I'm assuming that this is probably going to be like, the lowest point in which we want to see price go. And now this is going to run because we did end up generating that liquidity. So we'll see if that's right. If that idea is right, but if not, this is just overall like pretty choppy either way. We ended up displacing so much at open, right? So that's really it, man. Overall, good loss for my statistic. I'm not like too worried about this, man. Like there's nothing else to it other than that. That's just something to journal, something to note, something to move on. And that's really it. 2 losses back to back. Is it over for me? No. This month has been really good though. So I'm happy with how I've been playing this month. Hopefully we can come back. Probably going to end this week red, I'm not going to lie. Unless I get like a 1 to 2 RR, because I'm down right now 1R or 2R. So unless I get a 1 to 2 RR, break even, then Friday something, we'll see. But we shall see. That being said though, guys, nothing much else to this. I'm going to end it here. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys want to start copy trading your trades, I'm currently trading with 30 accounts right now, working with Tradeify, Alpha Futures, Apex, all links in the descriptions for that. And if you guys want to start copy trading all those accounts, I'm using TradeSyncer to do that. And that being said, I'm also going to be hosting a free boot camp, okay? And this is going to be really, really sick. I'm trying to just do like more free things this year. If you guys couldn't tell, free YouTube videos, free live streams, and really like just give that to the world. Give back this year. But let me see the date. I believe the date is March 16th. I will confirm that in the next trade recap that I upload. But right now, that's what it's looking like. March 16th, boot camp. I'll send out more information on my Instagram stories, and maybe I'll put a link in the description below for that. See you guys later, though. Peace out, guys. Have a good rest of your day. And if you guys want to start watching me live stream on Kick, I'm doing a live trade. I'm doing that on Kick. So kick.com/pbblake. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.